What is crack-a-lackin', everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another reaction today. In the previous reaction that was posted a few hours ago to the Spider-Verse, I was like, I'll react to the panel tomorrow. And then I was like, what is wrong with me? It's Alfred Molina, Jamie Foxx, William Dafoe, all in one video, and it's the villains panel. Come on, we gotta react to this today. So yeah, let's do this.
Tom, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, I am Tom Holland. You might recognize me as your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and I am here to tell you that Spidey's back for an all-new adventure in Spider-Man No Way Home. I know people say this a lot, but I mean it when I say that you're going to see things in this movie that you've never ever seen before. I'm talking about pumpkin bombs, sandstorms, the multiverse, which, okay, you might have seen them before, but I promise, not like this and not together. Also, Peter Parker is finally heading off to college.
Man,
and
they're
the word
really
is out.
hyping this out.
Everyone
Oh
knows
my
that he is
goodness, the
Spider-Man.
hype on this
So
one
throw
is
your fan theories
unreal.
out the window. They're probably not true, or are they? And get ready to see one of the most ambitious films we've ever made. An incredible story with lots of heart, laughter, high-flying action, mind-blowing effects, and some insane villains. No Way Home is the culmination of the Homecoming trilogy and the start of a multiverse of possibilities. Now I have the honor of introducing some legends. Please enjoy this exclusive panel with my dear friends Alfred Molina, Willem Dafoe, and Jamie Foxx here at CCXP.
Oh my god! This is amazing! What excited you most about returning to Spider-Man franchise and reprising these iconic roles?
You know what? I was excited knowing Amy for years, man, and knowing what she's done with this franchise. And she was explaining to me it's going to be hot, you know, and I didn't have to be blue and things like that as far as my character was concerned. So you're going to be a little more hip and whatever like that. And I get a chance to hang out with these. What are you looking at? You told me. These incredible thespians. But I mean, to walk on set, man, and to see these guys, I literally like bowed to them, and we just been having a ball.
Willem, how about you?
Willem, you know, when I heard it, I thought, wow, that's pretty nutty. I got speared pretty good in the first film, but I thought, okay, they can figure out a way to bring me back. But it was really the pitch. And like Jamie,
Oh my God.
I know Amy's history. She walked me through it, and then John, the director, kind of pitched the whole idea before I read a script, and it sounded like a lot of fun and a good solution. And then when we went deeper into it, I liked the idea that I was returning to something that was same but different. It's a return to something I did before with that kind of history, but the spin, there's a spin on it. And that appealed to me.
Alfred?
For me, it's just about the money. Oddly enough, Willem and I were kind of joshing the other day about how 20 years since
I
his
just want the
first
money.
Green Goblin, 17 years since my first time as Doc Ock, and these are the longest options that a studio has ever exercised on actors. You know, it's like we've been waiting. But it's the material, the pitch was excellent, and to be honest, when the idea was first suggested, my first thought was, hang on,
Oh my
I'm
God.
17 years older, I've got chins, I've got wrinkles, you know, I mean, what are they going to do? And then, of course, I suddenly realized, wait a minute, they've got the technology. This isn't going to be a problem. But it's been very nice to come back to something that is familiar, but at the same time completely new, because the technology has moved on phenomenally since in the last couple of decades, you know, and so that's it's kind of still exciting.
Man.
How did it feel to put the
Alfred
costume
Molina
back on?
and Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus all in the same movie.
Nobody knows how uncomfortable those costumes are. But they look good. We are actors. You forget about the discomfort, and, you know, it's part of it. But the costumes are much more comfortable than they were before. I remember the initial fitting to create the costume for the Green Goblin. I stood there for 8 hours, and they put different preformed pieces on me. Now, they scan me, and they can design it, and then make the costume, and then try it on me. It's a huge leap in the technology. And they're more flexible. We can do more things with them. Also, I don't know how much we want to fool with spoilers, but
Oh, we love spoilers.
the look's a little different. Old
sexy.
Norman and the Goblin are further down the line, and they have a few more tricks up their sleeve. So it's not an exact. There have been upgrades on the costume, let's say.
Alfred, how about you?
Yeah, well,
the eyes,
the
right?
main difference
I think that's
between
one
that
that I
film
noticed.
and this one is that the tentacles are all kind of CG now. They'll all be superimposed on me at a later date. Whereas in the original movie, they were mechanical, and I had them attached to me, and we had puppeteers working them and stuff. So that's the big difference. But it's just a great story. It's a wonderful world to be in. We're having, if I say so myself, we're having a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Jamie?
It probably
Having
did a
a
lot of
new-
fun, man.
A brand new start, a brand new look. The blue, when we did it the first time, it was look, man, I didn't care. I was just happy to be in this wonderful course, and it was like you said, it was sort of like 2 or 3 hours or whatever like that. But with this new is fly. The homies is like, okay, we get you now. When I was blue, they still roll with me, but okay, you blue. But with this one, it just feels more comfortable, and I think it feels more today, modern, not trying so hard. Like I sort of related to R&B. Back in the day, in R&B, you used to have fringes on your outfit, and and like shoulder pads and things like that. Now you can sing, so it's like now we're just singing.
What do you love most
Yeah, that was one
about
thing about the
portraying a
original,
villain?
like the Amazing Spider
thing
2
about
is why they went
grounded
with like
villains
that
is
blue
and this
thing.
is what's so wonderful about
I never knew
the
that,
villains in the Marvel
or never
universe, if
understood
you like,
that.
is that
Why they
so
did
many
that.
of them become villains almost reluctantly, almost in spite of themselves. An accident happens or some terrible tragedy, and it transforms them, and that's what makes them very playable, because it's not just mustache twirling. There's some real depth to it, and that's what makes them interesting. I mean, in a lesser environment, us as villains, we would just be functionaries. We would just be there to get the plot going. But here we've got real storylines. We've got we're they are real people, and so it's
Green Goblin has a case to state this time.
yeah.
He's trying to make his case. A philosophy of life. It's not just about some kind of abstract muscle twirling power grab. It's about...
Are you suggesting I'm a mustache twirling power grab? Now look here, I'm classically trained.
But now a tricky one. Which villain is the most terrifying?
Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy because, like I said, we've just been watching Willem, and it seems personal. because with Electro, it's like Electro and us. It's to the world. The world did me wrong. But when something is personal, and you could go all the way back to Shakespeare, when something is personal, and that either that jealous thing, there's nothing that can beat that. No matter what costume you put on, no matter what you say. So when he speaks, he has the power, and I think you really. But I'm being
Okay,
right though.
sweet,
It'd be different
sweet.
if I
Don't
was
get
blowing.
embarrassed.
Like here's the thing. But if I was
Sounds
blowing,
good to me.
But here's the thing. But if I was blowing smoke, he'd know it. Here's the thing. It's personal, and anytime you can get a character to be personal in the movie, it has the most weight. So.
CCXP is a fan event. Is there anything you'd like to say to your Brazilian fans?
Well, I mean, if I may speak purely for myself, I think there is, at some level, because we're professional people, there is some level where we don't want to let them down. We want to give them something that is going to be worth their while.
Yeah, that's a
But
good
the
line
fact
right
that
there, because
A
this
huge percentage of the audience are
the amount of stuff
comic
around this
book
movie
fans who know this
is
world. They
insane.
love the detail. They love the kind
the
of the
theories,
inside
and
baseball.
everybody's made up their
I think
mind of
that's
who's going to be in
important
it,
to us
who's
as
not
well,
going to be in
because,
it.
we don't want to disappoint that side of the storytelling either, and so I think it's a sort of symbiotic relationship, really. They give us the chance to give them what they want, and that's I gotta tell you, it's just so much fun.
Whoa, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, there you have it. That was a good interview, actually. That was a good interview. Because what I liked about it is how personable they were. It didn't feel like an interview and they're sitting and they talk about like, oh, yeah, this movie is gonna be good and da da da. You're gonna have a good time, and we did this and we. It was like they you could also tell like they really wanted to spoil it, like really, because they know things in there. Like Willem Dafoe said, it's like he's like, you know, he was about to say something. He's like, no, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, there's some tweaks and stuff and all. So I think the other costume that he's referring to, because it did seem like he's saying there's more than one, and that's the one, the Hobgoblin one. I think that's probably the one then. That's probably the one then. Because with the hood and all, that's probably it. That's probably it. Well, let's see. Let's see. This was a good interview. There was something about it that, you know, how they reflected to the originals. And I think that's what made it so special, is that these are the actors that we grew up with. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. Heck, they didn't have the Sandman actors and all those, but like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, it's, you saw these like 20 or so years ago, these actors, and now it's like after that many years they're coming back with those same characters. Who would have thought? Back in the day, you never would have thought like this would something happen. It was only the stuff of dreams. You would dream about something like this happening, but it was like, it's not possible. How are they going to do that? You know, you used to dream about this. And for them to actually make this happen and everybody come through like this, oh boy, it's going to be good. So that's my take on it. I mean, the interview part was great. They kept the spoilers away. They only gave you the bits that really, really we needed, I think. You know, the terms of how they came back and now what they liked about being back, and where, you know, the comparisons of how hard it was back then and how easy it is now comparable. Oh yeah, that was good. That was some good stuff. So what did you all take from this interview? Did you hear any nitbits that I probably missed because I was kind of too excited? Leave a comment below. Let me know. And other than that, I want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like this reaction, there are a whole lot of others on the channel. Please go have a watch. Yeah, take it easy. Take care, and I will catch you all soon. Until then, ta-ta. Ake out.